Alright, how is everyone doing? I've got a video here, and I apologize if there's a noise in the background. It's raining really heavily outside, because apparently we've been getting a lot of rain this year, and it's winter time, so don't know. Anyway, so I got this thing. This is a very old computer. It's an HP 8480Z. It's a Pavilion. It has a Pentium 2 450 megahertz processor. It was during the Windows 98 days. I took a look inside here. So it's got a Quantum Bigfoot. I think it's a 12 gigabyte drive. I gotta take it out and take a look, but I took the graphics card out, and this is a ATI 7500 LE, which is like a 250 megahertz clock. It's got 64 megs of RAM. So yeah, I might actually be getting this thing up and running so I can play some games, some older games on it, like some Neverwinter Nights, see if that might run on there. Some good old games. So yeah, it's got a Pentium 2 processor. It was 128 megs of RAM, I believe. I'm gonna boot it up here and see, or at least that's what the front. This was given to me from in-laws that was in their attic, and yeah, so I was just taking a look on the inside here. And then the other one that they gave me is this guy right here, which is actually an Acer. And this thing, there's a model number, and I don't know the specs of it, or at least what all is on the inside. Let's take a look here. 16-bit sound card, sound blaster. It's got Works Golf. It's Microsoft Golf. I don't know what the specs are. 600 megabyte storage capacity. So this is a real old one. The front faceplate is missing on it, but I want to kind of maybe do some kind of video on this. But the problem is that I have to get some old hardware to even get this thing up and going. And I need some PS2 mouse and keyboard, so I gotta find that. And I've got a monitor that'll probably work. I've got that monitor right over there. So yeah, don't know if this one runs. It'll probably turn on and boot up, but yeah, not too sure. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this case or this little plate back on here. At least try and figure this out how to do that, so that I can maybe boot this thing up and take a look. So yeah, I'm gonna put the phone down and do that next. One's coming up on the screen. Sure, what's going on here? I plugged it into the video card. Nothing's coming on. Oh, there it goes. F1 to set up. Okay, so let me plug got my keyboard. This one has 2 USB ports on it, so it's should work, at least for the time being, until it gets to Windows. Okay, so yeah, got a Quantum Bigfoot. It's got 192 megs of RAM. It looks like someone might have upgraded it, or at least added some more RAM in there. It's got an iOmega zip drive. Installed Windows 98. PCI. Legacy USB support. Don't know if that's gonna allow me to maybe use the keyboard to Windows. So let's see what it does here. Hewlett Packard, expanding possibilities. So yeah, got this good old Quantum Bigfoot in here. These things were loud and clunky. There goes the... Okay, undo. F2. So, oh. Immediately back up your data and replace your hard drive. If failure may be imminent. Smart failure predicted on hard. Yeah, well, geez, this thing is how freaking old? Alright. That didn't sound good. Windows memory driver. Unable to see page frame base address. Okay. Don't remember that error. So I grew up in probably the 95, 98 days. I grew up very, I guess, poor. So we had a computer that my dad used for like business and office type stuff. And then I got one at a little bit later than that that had a Creative Banshee video card. And I don't even remember what all it had on there. Like as far as like what the processor was or anything like that. But I played some games on it. And yeah, so it's gonna, looks like it's gonna come up to the screen, but I don't have a PS2 or even just a generic USB mouse for it to detect it. Would need to install the drivers for this keyboard. So this is probably gonna be like a part 1 video until I get a PS2 mouse and keyboard. So yeah, maybe we can get this old thing booted up and get Windows 98 on here and play around. Or maybe even try to find a really old version or really old Linux distro and throw it on here and see what all we could conjure up. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed part 1, and part 2 will come as soon as I get those. I probably should have got those first, but yeah, I just wanted to get something uploaded because I haven't uploaded to YouTube in a while. So